Hi everybody, welcome back to Crafty Studio. Well, we're sitting here on a gorgeous sunny day and in my studio, and I've been doing a lot of sewing lately, so I thought I should do a vlog, and I was trying to remember what I've done, so I think I might have to do two, maybe one later on. But I did take little notes because otherwise I just forget everything, and I'm probably going to forget a load of stuff. So, and I had to look back on, what did I tell you last time? I can't really remember. So I'm on a bit of a mission to do to make some trousers, because I'm at the stage where I make everything, all my own clothes, and I'm trying to figure out what I need in my wardrobe. So I did a bit of a clear out in the wardrobe, and I need trousers. I have lots of summer dresses. It's great fun making dresses, but I don't wear them every day. So trousers and tops. I did go on a bit of a spate of making jumpers because I didn't have any jumpers, so I knitted a load of them, and then t-shirts. But I do actually need some more t-shirts. This is actually one of the t-shirts from a vlog that I did a while back. It's the SBCC, I think that's what's called, I'll put the link below, Tonic Tee, and I actually really, this is a free pattern actually, and I really loved it, and I couldn't find it. It got mixed up with Finton's clothes. So yeah, yeah, I'll put this mic back on me now so you can see it there. Yeah, so it got mixed up with Vinton's clothes, and I was like, oh yay, found it again, doing the clear out of the wardrobes, and I thought I need to make some more of these. So that's on my plans. I'll show you the fabric I have for those in a bit. But the trousers, so in the last vlog I mentioned I made another pair of free range slacks. I have them here. So I made another pair of free range slacks, but I mustn't have washed the fabric in advance. I'm absolutely raging. Like, I always wash my fabric in advance, but I obviously didn't, and they shrunk about that much, like too much to wear them as crop trousers. Like, I'm short. Either they're like those ones that go just past your knee, or long. Anything in between looks wrong, if you know what I mean, because I'm only 5'2" and I have quite short legs. I think I'm like 27 or 26.5-inch legs, so I've got little legs. So I do like this pair, but you know what, I'm going to fix them. I cut a bit of this fabric. So this is the free range slacks. I think I did a whole video on these. I was going to do a tutorial, and I started recording it, and then I realized I hadn't unpaused it at one stage, so I've half of a tutorial for this done, so I had to scrap it because, you know, I'd already made it. But yeah, so the free range slacks, the thing I'm not mad about now, I do like the shape of them. I'm actually wearing a pair today, and they're very comfortable. Love the elasticated waistband, especially. It's just elasticated at the back, so it's flat at the front. So the pattern I don't think is actually meant to be flat at the front, but I tend to just scooch it all around before I start top stitching it in. I spoke about that before, but it's the pockets. Now, they're great pockets, they're a lovely size, but the way they do them, they don't have a pocket bag. It literally is the pocket back on the front of the fabric. So when I put my hand in here, the back of this is the inside of the trousers. There's no pocket bag. Do you get that? So they're all top stitched in, which is really cute, but you have this raw edge on the inside of your pocket. Sorry, I'm not doing this very well. So you get this raw edge on the inside of your pocket. Now, I could bias bind that seam. I could. But I think it'd be better if I had a pocket on them. A lot of people have, when I talk about these trousers, have made comments saying that they're not as good in drapey fabric. Do them in something more stable like a linen or canvas, which is great, and I think that's definitely. But then this part it's irritating. I have sensory issues, so that annoys me. And I think, yeah, they are very relaxed and oversized, so if you like those kind of trousers. But compared to the Clyde pants, I love those. The Clyde pants are really nice, but I will add a bit on, because I only had a little hem. Like, I'm not going to get like 2 inches off that. So I'm going to add a piece on, and maybe it'll end up looking like a cuff, and that'll be fine. And they're definitely great ones for cycling in because they're tapered. And there is a cropped or like a straight leg version, but I didn't make them. So what I did make as well this week, did a little quick sew. we all love a quick sew, and in, you know, the name of Sew Frugal that's coming up, I can't enter because I'm one of the sponsors. So I'm going to show you what I did for my Sew Frugal. And I made a pair of trousers because I'm on a trouser buzz at the moment. So these are, I don't know, can you see them? Elasticated waist, straight leg trousers with a pocket. Now, which is the front and which is the back? I did put a little Rosy Cheeks label on it. So yeah, there's the pockets. Nice big pockets. They're lovely. And it's the waistband again. What I usually do is I scooch around, so most of the kind of gathers are at the back, and then I make sure then I top stitch here. Now, I don't think I did that on those. So most of the gathers are on the back of the trousers, because my waist to hip ratio isn't actually that big. If you were making these a bit smaller. These are called the cast trousers, and they're a free pattern. I'll put the link below from the fabric store. I'll put the pattern below. They have other ones called cast pants as well, but they're paid pattern. They just came up on a vlog I was watching. I thought, oh, trousers, yeah, I want to make some, I do a freebie trouser pattern. So the fabric was from spotted a loose thread. Look at that. No loose thread. So the fabric is from the fabric swap that we did during lockdown. So this was a fabric that Sandra Reynolds gave me, and it's an iCat. I think that's what. No, it's not an iCat. It's an embroidered cotton. Now, this is actually not the direction the fabric goes. So this is not the grain line. This was cross the grain, but I wanted that to go around, and because I'm short, it fitted exactly in the width of fabric, and I didn't turn up my hem. I just used the selvage as my hem. Now, the thing is, lovely trousers to make. Absolutely love to make them. It only comes in A4, so I used PDF Stitcher to put it together digitally and print it. Not everybody has an A0 printer at home, so, you know, I have one in the shop. And I really did like doing this pattern. I think I'd do more, maybe make one in linen. I think it's actually intended for linen. But I wore them, and my daughter straight away said, oh, they're lovely new pajamas. Yeah, so I've got new pajamas. But I think I'll wear them during the summer. I know they're black, but they're really lightweight cotton. Kind of got this like Indian, Southeast Asia vibe. So yeah, that's my free pattern. Sorry, should have turned off my phone. It's beeping. Yeah, so that was my free pattern. So now I've got 2 more pairs of trousers, which is great because that's what I'm on a mission for trousers. And then I went back to a tried and tested pattern that I absolutely love, which is the Pietra pants by Closet Core. I really do like their patterns. They've got a really classic style to them, and I love the silhouette as well. Like, I just think they're really lovely, and they have lovely details. So I do actually, I think they had the physical pattern of this before, and I have it ordered again. That's where this one came from. So this is the ones I made. Now I'll stick in a video because I think I did record myself in them. Put the video up here. So this is a hemp linen. Sorry guys, it's finished in the shop. There was like a meter and just under 2 meters left, and I was like, yoink, that's for me, because I just was eyeing this up for ages and said, right, I'm on a trouser kick. But fabulous in any sort of a linen. Look at that pocket. I love that pocket. Absolutely love that pocket and the top stitching. And then there's straight leg, and then elasticated on the back. And then I have a Kylie in the machine. Oh, bit of blue thread, random label. It was an old label I had. Sewing is the best. And I hadn't intended on putting a label on because I only really put them on tops, or if I want to know what the back is and things. But while cutting a thread, I took a lump out of them. Yeah. So I needed to cover it up. So there you go. Labels have another purpose. Yeah, I took a chunk out of that. But I really love them because they're kind of, I have a tummy and they skim my tummy, and they're very comfortable. And somebody actually called me trendy. I don't think I've ever been called trendy in my life. So somebody actually called me trendy in these trousers. Ooh. So what do I do? Because I love them so much, I cut out another pair. Oh, gosh. So I will show you a bit of them because I don't have them all done. So, can you see that? That's the front so far. And this is in a cotton caddy that's in the shop now. By the time I get this video out to you guys, it'll actually be online. It's new dead stock that came in. And there's a tiny bit of stretch in it, just the like comfort stretch. I wouldn't call it a stretch fabric, but it's the most silky fabric. And I'm doing them in the tapered version because I've never actually made the tapered version. I made the shorts. I've made, now if I can find a picture, I'll put it up with the shorts. I don't know where they are. I need to take all these things out. You know, your summer stuff, you put it away and see a bit of sunlight like today, and then it never comes back again during the summer. Yeah, so I rarely wear shorts. Yeah, so I'm making these, and what I'm also doing is I've been recording making them and pressing record this time. So if it works, there should be a tutorial in later on the week on how to make these, because like they're a pretty straightforward make. I wouldn't say they're beginner, but if you've made a few garments, they're easy trousers because they're very easy to fit. The waistband, the way they do the elastic casing is very clever, and I think it's nearly easier than, you know, putting that thing through. I think it's much easier anyway. But if you've never done that before, your head will be like, what am I meant to be doing? It's a bit confusing. So I have a tutorial on the way. It's nearly done because I have the front and back done. They're almost done. Yeah, so that's all my trouser making so far. What else have I been doing? Let me tick it off my list. Now, at this point, you may want to get a cup of tea because there's a lot to go. I've done so much over the last while. It's like at nearly the end of March, and this is just going to be the half of it because there's actually more stuff. I did fix a pair of tracksuit bottoms that I'm doing a clear out. I found a pair of tracksuit bottoms with one leg taken up. Only one. So I took up the other one. It's actually tracksuit bottoms that were gifted to me by my brother, with a pair of runners and like workout clothes. Does he even know me? Anyway, they're my like about the house trousers now, so I have those trousers done. Why do we put these things on the long finger? You know, the repairs and stuff. It's just, maybe it's not the dopamine kick that we want making new clothes. Anyway. So yeah, I've repaired those trousers. And then what else was coming up? Oh yeah, the Patchwork Parcel. I made all that up and went out to everybody. I might do a little vlog just on the Patchwork Parcel because a lot of people have been asking me about it and what is in it. So I might just, you know, show you what's in some of the boxes. And then I know it's a kind of a bit of a secret what's happening and like what's coming up, but turn away now if you don't want to know. If you don't want to know, but if you want to know, basically next box has Liberty fabric in it. I'm so excited about that. Oh my gosh. And I love the quilt pattern I've designed. I always say that, but I really love this one. It's really like a modern take on a traditional quilt. I just like it. Anyway, hopefully other people do too. So if you're interested, I'll put the links down below because I think we have, with the subscription, I was able to get another 7 boxes because, you know, I order so much fabric. So you know, there's only that amount I can make up out of the fabric that I've ordered from Liberty. So yeah, it's on its way. Well, no, it's not, what am I saying? It's on its way. It's in the front room and I've been like stroking it every time I go past. I'm like, oh. Yeah. So that one is definitely like going to be one I keep for myself because sometimes they end up in the shop. The actual Patchwork Parcel samples, they're in the shop, just for, you know, samples of you know, patchwork and stuff, and for the patchwork classes. I've never actually given any of them away. My mum has her eye on the William Morris one, but I want to keep that one because I have a big collection of William Morris quilts I've made. So yeah, anyway, I'm digressing here. I'll put the details down below. It's Liberty. Oh, so excited. Anyway, so then, yeah, so I've been sewing with Alva again. I think, did I mention this in the last vlog? We did a bit of sewing together, and what did we make last time? Well, we made hairbands with our friends. That was good crack. And then what else did we make? We made a skirt like I'll put a picture of her up here if I can get her to put it on and do a twirl. Like a kind of gypsy style skirt. Now I did it in jersey. Anytime I've seen these, they're in a cotton, which, yeah, that makes sense. But I didn't want her to use the overlocker yet, so I thought jersey's not going to fray, and she picked out the colours in the fabric, and she picked out jersey in the shop, just wanted those 3 pinks. And she did a drawing of it. She has a little sketchbook now. She's putting in her designs, and we finished that and everything, and I put an elastic in. Now, there was a good bit of help from Mammy, but she's getting the hang of the sewing machine. She's doing a good job at it. And she's like doing it, and she was like, I'm sewing. She's so excited. So we decided to make a t-shirt to match. So I used a pattern for the t-shirt. I didn't use a pattern, I just drafted it for the skirt. So we used the Mizuzu Rowan tee. That's a great kids t-shirt pattern. It actually goes up to an age 12 or 13, I think, which is brilliant. Yeah. And it's a long sleeve and a short sleeve. So we just did a short sleeve pink one, and I had this little Hello Kitty badge that I got at the Knit and Stitch show because she's Hello Kitty mad, and I ironed that on, so she's been wearing that. So yeah, the other day she said to me, Mom, I think we need to make some sweatshirts. I think I'd like a pink sweatshirt. I was like, okay, grand. So when she comes home from school today, we are going to make a sweatshirt. Now, there is a day where they all have to wear purple this week. She doesn't have any purple, so she's making a purple one. She's not making a pink one because I'm not going to the shops. I'm going to use this as a teaching experience and all that anyway. But yeah, she's really loving it. At one point she said to me, stop telling me what to do. I know what to do now. This was doing the neckband. She did a really good job on it. Like, I pinned it in, and then I showed her how to stretch between the pins, you know, put like easing in the neckband. And yeah, she did a really good job on that. Yeah. And she's very patient with the machine, which is good because, you know, kids that age, they tend to not have much kind of focus, or, you know, their attention span's not great. But yeah, no, she's really loving it. And, you know, showing it off then when she goes to school to her friends. So she's loving doing that. So what else has been happening? Am I talking too long now? 17 minutes. So over the last few weeks, myself, well, Anna, who is at Missy Moselle, I'll put her Instagram handle up here, and the Dublin Sewing Meetup have been meeting in the shop, and we have been making a memory quilt for a dear friend of ours who passed away. And so we're making this from their stash, and it's for their husband and their mum. So we're making 2 quilts, and we met yesterday, and like, it was so lovely to know, like, he was bringing us together to sew and have fun and do what we all did, because the last time I saw him, he was in the shop making a shirt before he passed, and like, it was just so lovely. He was the loveliest person ever, and it's lovely to see his love for sewing and creating still there amongst all the people who were his little sewing community in Dublin. So we're making a memory quilt at the moment at the Dublin Sewing Meetup. So it's a real sewing bee style. So if you see things on my Instagram, that's what's happening there. So that was yesterday. Like, I think the first day when we were getting it, organising it, there was a little bit of sadness, but like, it was just the crack yesterday, you know, as sewing meetups usually are, and the chats and the cup of tea and a little bit of treats and things, and so, you know, oh no, I've done it wrong, I need a seam ripper. It was all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll update you that as it goes along, like what's happening with that. There was a tiny bit of fabric left over. I'll show you from cut. I'm going to show you a little bit of fabric left over because, you know, offcuts and things. So this fabric, and when I finish a cotton project, I take some of the scraps and I make hexies. I don't know if I've spoken about this project, but what I do is I take hexies. They're from, you know, the English paper piecing. These were from a coat I made for Alva, and I just take some of them. Can't remember what that's from though. And I make a little hexies, and eventually I've been putting them together in a colour wash, and it'll be a big rainbow print. So I want to put a bit of that fabric that was left over from making Alfredo's quilt. and I'm going to put it in there, and that'll be like a memory. This is like all my sewing journey of things. Like, I think that was the first fabric I picked up at, like, ages and ages ago at one of the sewing thing. Yeah. Oh, jelly bean fabric. That was from masks, left over from masks. So it's just a nice memory thing. It may never ever be finished, but there's something very meditative about hand sewing, and I've been doing a lot of that lately, and I don't want to talk about it on here just yet. I'm going to tell you later on, because this is getting too long. I'll be talking for ages. Yeah, so I have been enjoying doing that. So what's happening over the next while, and what are my plans? One massive thing is Frocktails has been announced. If you didn't see it on Instagram and Facebook, we are teaming up with This Is Knit in Powerscourt Townhouse Centre. That's another family-run business, Irish business, and they sell knitting supplies and do classes and all that kind of stuff, knitting and crochet and yarn. So it's very complimentary to what we do. So Lisa from This Is Knit, I met her at one of those socials. She's the loveliest person, and she just said to me, "Oh, I'd love to team up and we do a Frocktails event. I just love that idea." So This Is Knit and Crafty Studio are doing Frocktails together on the 7th of November this year. So there'll be more to follow, and you'll be able to go onto the website and click notify me when the tickets go on sale. They're not going on sale for a while, but just need to save the date and get your planning. So there'll be more about Frocktails later. So Frocktails is happening. Can't wait. Loads of plans. I'm sure we'll do a live or two. But I will update you as things progress, and keep an eye out for that Pietra pants tutorial. If you click the little bell and the notifications, try and remember what it means, AnnMarie. So if you click the bell and the notifications, it'll tell you when the next video is coming up, and the tutorial, because it's definitely worth making that. Really, really love those trousers. Thanks so much if you made it this far. I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos. It just keeps me going and keeps, a record of what I'm doing. It keeps me on track sewing, because sometimes you lose your sojo, and this kind of keeps me going. So thanks very much, guys, and I shall chat to you again soon.